How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Bitcoin is falling right now, and I know you all want the dirty details on why it's falling. I also want to cover some other big pieces of news that are happening here today, and why today is actually a very important day in history, especially for Bitcoin. Actually, something that happened 53 years ago is very important for Bitcoin. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. We're very close to 300,000 subscribers. We have more really good videos that are coming out. I have one later today that I think is going to be really interesting to pay attention to. You can hit the bell notification as well so you can see future videos as soon as they come out. I'm not sure what time you're watching this or what the price of Bitcoin is doing, but as you can see here, it looked like we were making a bit of a rally right back up to 60,000, and now we've fallen down another $2,000. Now, for anyone that's been around in crypto for a while, this isn't much of a move, $2,000, but some people are wondering, okay, why are we hitting these kind of like fresh, well, not fresh lows, but like kind of double bottoming lows here? And that's what we're going to go through here today. Now, keep in mind, still up from where we were a couple weeks ago, but yeah, we are facing some weakness, which seems odd too on a day where the Nasdaq's up, 2%, 2.3%. Now, if you want to trade, I actually just positioned myself long. I just opened up another long trade, and I put a limit order for another one, new strategy. I'll be making a video on that soon, but I just put on a long position. If you want to trade this market, there's a link to Margex underneath the video. Let's start here. Liquidations. I'm talking about leverage trading. You have to know what you're doing when you're leverage trading, and yeah, some people are getting liquidated. In the last hour, $80 million worth of longs were liquidated. Now, these are people, I don't want to say they don't know what they're doing, but these are people that are extremely leveraged, or they opened up positions when they're at higher prices as well. That could be. But most likely, people that were at extreme leverages, because we haven't been at very high prices recently. I guess if you had longed the market at 20x leverage or something right around here, or 15x, you would have been liquidated over here, so that wouldn't even make sense. Maybe you open it up a few days ago here, but even then, you're like, this is someone that went probably 100x or 50x leverage while we were just up here and then just got wiped out within a few hours. So you have to know what you're doing. But yeah, some people are getting liquidated here. Another reason the market could be falling right now, Sweden reports first case outside of Africa of the more dangerous Mpox strain. We covered this yesterday. I won't show any videos on screen or any pictures because someone commented they were eating their lunch yesterday and saw the pictures and they almost had to spit out their food. But yeah, dangerous diseases spreading. Obviously, it's going to cause some fear in the market. But again, the general markets aren't really seeing any kind of sell-off because of this. Maybe crypto is facing a little bit of headwinds or some liquidations because there's some people faking out the market, thinking that this is going to be such a bad thing. Odds of a 50 basis point interest rate cut in September have plummeted to less than 25%. Now, I personally think that we'll probably just get 25 basis points anyways. That's what the Fed has said. That's what they said last meeting, that they are looking for more good data, and that they weren't really considering 50 basis points. So we'll probably get a 25 basis point, then maybe another 25, and so on until they think we're at a better standpoint. And we'll probably continue to see inflation come down because there are some lagging indicators. So maybe this has a little bit of a role to play, but generally I think it is the liquidations. I think it's manipulators. I think it's whales. I think it's all types of things that we've talked about before that could be causing the market to fall down. But I do want to take a second to talk about why this is an important day in history. Then we'll get onto some crypto news. Exactly 53 years ago today, August 15, 1971, the U.S. officially abandoned the gold standard. Ever since then, the value of the dollar has plummeted. This is why we Bitcoin. So a lot of people didn't even know this. I'm sure a lot of people watching this channel do. But yeah, we used to have to get more gold to print more money. We had a standard where if we had $1 billion of money in circulation, you needed $1 billion worth of gold. Okay. Now, we don't have that anymore. 1971, I think, was just the time where they realized we can't do that anymore. We need to print more money. And this is interesting because it's basically reducing the backing that we actually have of hard assets to the dollar. It's kind of like the Luna collapse, right? Where they were trying to get enough Bitcoin to back their algo stablecoin, but they never got there, and then it went viciously down. Now, this is protected by the full faith of the military, the government, gold, all that kind of stuff, natural resources. But yeah, there is no standard. They can print as much as they want, which is why it's so important to have your hands on some Bitcoin, because it can't be printed. Russia crypto update. Russian minister says today the new trade law allowing crypto for settlement has been accelerated to starting in 5 weeks from today, approximately September 19. This is around the same time as the first rate cut. In my opinion, this is a major crypto macro event. Russia trade is in the trillions annually. I'm sure that they'll start at a small amount, maybe a couple hundred million, maybe a couple million, maybe just a couple million, right? But if this goes well, they'll continue to scale up, and the more volume, the more network transactions, the better for crypto. So it will be interesting. 53 years ago, the dollar was backed by gold. Now countries are using Bitcoin to accelerate payments. Oh, how times have changed. Just a reminder, scaling out, not looking at the price action of the last few hours, global M2 is going to skyrocket. Goldman and Morgan Stanley are smash buying the ETF, the IBIT ETF. MicroStrategy, Semler, Marathon are all selling debt and equity like hotcakes to buy more Bitcoin. Nation-state game theory is in play. Minor capitulation has occurred, and there are still bears. This is insanity. I think this is important. Zoom out. Don't look at the day-to-day necessarily. Zoom out. Still pay attention to the news, but look at what's really happening. Like, everything lines up, and the price is just lower. That's something that we'll talk about in the next video. But the price is either lower or the same, but everything is improving. Now, some people are upset with this. But if there was, let's say there was a rental on the market, a rental real estate, a piece of rental real estate, and you are looking at maybe have one already, you're considering buying a second one, right? A fourplex. If all of a sudden now the tax rules get more beneficial, you can write off more on your rental real estate or on your rentals, and then all of a sudden rents go up. And also other people are buying in the area, but big entities that want more real estate. But the price of this rental doesn't go up. It's still on sale. Maybe even got cut in price. And you do your DD and it's the same exact piece of property that you thought it was before. It's still good, but it's just cheaper. And the rent rolls look really good. Again, you can write off more on your taxes. Other people are going to want to buy this. Would you be freaked out? Would you be annoyed that it's going down in value? No, I don't think so. And even if you weren't looking for it, even if you weren't looking to buy another one, but you had your other piece of property, you'd still probably be excited, even though the value has gone down. So that's kind of how I look at it. There's a political change that's been huge. There are big entities that want to buy. Overall, there are just a lot of factors that look really good right now, but the price hasn't moved up. So it's just interesting to think about it in that way. Mr. 100 is not mad. He's not mad that the prices are low. Mr. 100 is buying more. 100 Bitcoin, another 100 Bitcoin, another 100 Bitcoin, another 100 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin. Over the last, 2 days, 3 days, buying another 610 Bitcoin. They're excited. Or he's excited, whoever that is. Huge investment industry publication covers the Bitcoin purchase by the Wisconsin Investment Board for the State Pension Fund. Every state pension fund will see this. They manage $6 trillion in assets. This is from Pensions and Investments. Wisconsin Investment Board adds shares of BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF, dumps GBTC. So people will look at this. Oh, Wisconsin's buying. And I mean, listen to this. Who is reading Pensions and Investments? Who's going to read that besides people that actually have some pull? I don't think normal investors are going to pick up or go pick up a magazine or going to their website to read pensionsandinvestments.com, right? That's just so boring. This is obviously for people in the industry, and they're going to see what's actually happening behind the scenes, and apologize for the dog barking. 1,950 funds have reported owning Bitcoin ETFs, with 701 funds adding for the first time this quarter. That's a significant amount. I mean, 701 is a huge increase. So that means that there was what, 1,249 last we looked. So 1,249. This means there's an increase of 56% just this quarter. This has been when there hasn't been a lot of FOMO. I mean, there are two sides, or two different kinds of investors, I think, even with funds. There are the people that want to chase returns, that see something going up and they're like, I need to be in on that. And maybe it looks good even for investors to see that you are invested in the thing that's gone up so much, even if you weren't early into it. Then there are the people that are buying because it hasn't moved up and it's undervalued. Sometimes those people are the same people, but right now the price hasn't gone up. So all those people that will follow suit, that just are like, I need to put this in the portfolio because it looks good, or because I think it's going to move up further. I see now that there's some new nation that's buying, or some company or something. Those people have not been buying. These are the people that have just been watching it. Like this last quarter, we've done nothing but trend sideways. So these are the people that are watching it, that bought for the first time. Right? I mean, if we zoom out to April 1, we were at a higher price than we are today. We're at like 68,000, 66,000, somewhere like that. And we've just ranged sideways. So these investors are not the ones that are just FOMOing in. These are people that are just buying and looking for the long term. They think it's a good value, etc. So it is interesting. I mean, we'll continue to watch why the market is falling down. We'll continue to cover why it's moving up and why there are so many positive catalysts happening in the background. We'll also explore the negative catalysts, but a lot of those do seem to be behind us now. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want to trade crypto, there is the link underneath the video to Margex. You can place a trade in just a few seconds there. We're already up on our trade that we just placed right before this video. Not up a lot, but a couple percent so far. Getting ready for a bigger move, in my opinion. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one.